Shalom Aleichem and Baruchim Abayim. Moshe Langado here, under the auspices of Kollel, Baruch, Avat Israel, in Southern California, and Sha'rei Tziyon here in Brooklyn, New York. My friends, this week we'll be reading Parashat LECH LECHA, and it is part of course, the book of Bereshit. The book of Bereshit has another name, an appellation which the rabbis gave, Sefer Yetzirah. But if we think about it, the Yetzirah, the creation of the world, was only in the first parasha. Once we get to Lech Lecha, it seemingly becomes very parochial. The Torah in the book of Bereshit deals with Avraham and his family, but it's still, or the rabbis still found it proper to name the whole book with the story of Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, the Sefer Yetzirah. My friends, maybe we could understand it in a very beautiful way. That when Borei Olam created the world, what was his intention? As the pasuk tells us, Ve'ele toldot hashamayim va'aretz behibaram. And in that word behibaram, as they were created, the he is small. It has all the letters of Avraham, but the he is small. The Zohar explains that the world was created, the universe, the cosmos, for Avraham. And Avraham at first was called Avram without the he. And later in his life, he received the he. Ergo, Behibaram, the he is small, because there's an addition. But my friends, how important for us to realize how powerful this statement is, that God created the universe in its entirety. For what? For Avraham. Oh, it sounds strange, but if we think about it, we will understand it clearly. God created a universe and put man on this earth for man to come to the realization that there was a creator, there was one God. And that is not sufficient. Avraham Avinu taught us that besides realizing there's one God, one must realize that that God is a moral and a good God. And he expects that from us, his prime creation, that we are to be moral. Therefore, Avraham did not just have an idea of monotheism, which in of itself is great, but in truth, he came up with a teaching called moral monotheism, that it's not enough to have faith and belief in one God, but our deeds are important. Our deeds must be good and moral. And that's what God expects of us. And that's why this is Sefer Yetzirah, from the beginning of creation all the way till the foundation of Am Yisrael. Because Am Yisrael would take it upon themselves to spread that light, that aura of moral monotheism to the rest of the world. And those students of history know that in truth, the monotheistic religions as we know them today, be it Christianity, be it Islam, they all came from the influence of none other than our father Abraham and the Jewish people. Bezrat Hashem, let us keep the lesson of Avraham Avinu and our fathers, and understand the importance of not only believing in one God and doing good and following the precepts has to be added. Everybody, Shabbat Shalom.